Hey, just wanted to pop in and talk about this thing that's going around the internet right now. Canva just purchased Affinity. Now, for some of you that may be new to the community, Affinity is like Photoshop. And Photoshop is something that we graphic artists use quite a lot. But Photoshop being as expensive as it is, many of us have moved to using Affinity Photo because Affinity is a one-time price. So getting that out of the way, it becomes a very big deal for people who want to maintain using Affinity, because with Canva's purchase, we don't know what is going to happen to that one-time price scenario that they have. Now, I know that people are freaking out because they don't know, and so the best thing that people like to do is to go into alarm mode. But I don't want to go into alarm mode. I want to talk about Canva's history for acquiring programs. First off, let's talk about the fact that Canva has tons and tons of apps that are now part of the platform. I personally have been on Canva since 2019. I think they opened in 2016, so I've been on there a long time. And when I first started, none of this stuff was here. So Canva has been acquiring lots and lots and lots of programs, or partnering with lots and lots and lots of programs that have just made the platform so much better than anything that's out there. I personally have a Photoshop subscription, and I almost never use it, and I will be canceling it this year anyway, long before they even talked about getting Affinity. So the other thing to think about is Canva purchased Pexels. They didn't start charging money for Pexels. They purchased Pixabay. They didn't start charging money for Pixabay. So they could have gone the route of iStock Photo, but they didn't. They kept it exactly the same way it was. They let it be who it was. And I think that the same thing will probably happen with Affinity. I think they will just bring Affinity into their family of software and platforms and move forward the way that it is. All right. Now, the message has gone out. Articles are everywhere because Canva wants to become an all-one platform and become a platform of choice. So, of course, if they're going after Adobe, what is Adobe's biggest problem? Adobe's biggest problem is they're very expensive. And they don't need to be expensive, but they've maintained their expensive price at the cost of alienating people. So there have been lots of Photoshop knockoffs. So Photopea is just one that basically is free, right? It costs, if you want to buy it, it's $50. So there's no reason for Photoshop to have remained as expensive as it is, or Adobe to remain as expensive as it is. So Affinity came into the marketplace and basically struck a blow against Photoshop by creating this suite of programs that does what Photoshop does, and they charged a one-time price. So a lot of people moved over to Affinity from the Adobe world and have been exiting the Adobe world for Affinity for quite some time. So the fact that it's a one-time payment has been its big selling point, but it's important to understand something about software. The one thing about software is that software is expensive to run, all right? And I think it's important to understand, let's see, where's my little slide here? Let's see. I put it here somewhere. Anyway, software is expensive to run. Let's just be bottom line about that. It's critical to understand that software isn't sustainable without a subscription model in place, because you can't pay programmers enough to stay with you. And I think that's a big reason why Affinity is selling, because they can't keep going with the model that they had in place. They don't have affiliates. They don't have subscription. So when there's a one-time price and then they only have sales a couple times a year, they still have to be able to maintain the ability to have money coming in, and without a subscription program, they can't. So multiple models of software have had to go to the subscription model because that is the only way it's sustainable. So as I mentioned, Canva acquired Pixabay and Pexels, and they didn't enforce a subscription. They basically pulled it into the Canva subscription. So if you have Canva Pro, you can still use Pixabay and Pexels on their website for free. And if you're on Canva and you're part of the Canva universe, then you can still use Pexels and Pixabay on Canva for free. But because Canva has enough people that are purchasing their Pro model, then they can keep certain things for free. And I think that that is what is going to go forward. Also, when we look at other models that are out there, CapCut, which is an editing software, is a great model, as is Filmora Wondershare. They have very affordable subscriptions, and they also have a one-time lifetime price. So Wondershare offers a lifetime subscription. Now, Canva has never offered a lifetime subscription, so I don't really see them going in that direction. But the Canva subscription is super reasonable in my book. It costs under $200 a year. And I don't necessarily see that they'll really raise that price, but maybe with the Affinity model, they might have a Canva Plus model. I don't know. Hard to say. So for Canva to be an Adobe killer, they do have to remain more affordable than Adobe is. So I think that that is a critical talking point that we want to talk about. All right. So my final take, because everybody's up in arms and everybody's freaking out, even though we have no information. Canva is an amazing all-in-one platform, so I'm very interested to see what happens. So far, Canva has done some great integrations. As I've said, we can look at all of the apps that they've had or acquired or partnered with that have made our lives fantastic. All right, so I don't see Canva changing that aspect of their universe. Pexels didn't change, Pixabay didn't change, and Canva could have gone with the iStock photo model and charged a ton of money or deposit photos, but they didn't. They kept those platforms free. And they kept those platforms independent of the Canva platform. So they exist in their own unisphere. All right? They didn't get totally integrated. So I think, and I'm wildly speculating, of course, right? So I think, Affinity has a website. It's a download system. You download the app to your website, to your computer itself. I think the team will go on. I think it will remain as it is, and it will just become part of Canva's payment plan and part of its app acquisition. I think it will go here on the app page and be part of the Canva Plus plan, because honestly, Canva's a much bigger company, and even with as many people as on the Canva Plus plan, Affinity will be bringing in way more money than if they remained just the one-time payment platform that they did. So there's a message, and I'll leave these links here to the message from the CEO of the Affinity family talking about his announcement. He's pretty excited about it, so I'm sure that they thought long and hard before they made that change. There's also a video here talking about it, same thing, and again, there's 10,000 people that are running with their hair on fire on YouTube that are going to talk about it as well. So I wanted to be a voice of reason in this whole big mixture here, because here's something to look forward to. If you do any sort of affiliate marketing and Affinity Suite, now is the time for you to become a Canva ambassador, become a Canva affiliate, because people rarely promoted Affinity because they didn't have an affiliate program, because they were a one-time price and they couldn't afford to have an affiliate program. So if you know Affinity Suite, then now is the time to be able to monetize your Affinity knowledge with getting a Canva affiliate link, learning how Canva works. And I'm going to say that you're probably way ahead of so many people, because there's probably tons of Canva YouTubers who don't know Affinity at all. And Affinity is not exactly an easy platform to understand. So if you know Affinity and you like Canva, this is a perfect marriage for you to be able to cash in on your Canva ambassadorship, your Canva affiliate link, and bring in your love for Affinity products. So I wanted to just say this. Don't run around with your hair on fire. Yes, Canva acquired Affinity Suite. Canva also has 100 other apps that we love to use, and they haven't hurt the Canva platform. They haven't hurt these companies. They haven't hurt Pixabay. They haven't hurt Pexels. They still remain. I foresee that Canva will do the exact same thing. I could be totally wrong, but I'm going out on a limb here looking at the modus operandi of Canva, the MO of Canva for their past acquisitions, and I'm going to say that this is going to be a great thing. And especially, again, if you know Affinity Suite, this is your time to get your Canva affiliate button if you didn't have it before. Signing off. Sorry I didn't have my webcam engaged. Unfortunately, my webcam wasn't working today, so you can't see my pretty face. But you can hear my voice and my wisdom. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.